Hey, critics, and welcome back to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel where you get commentary reviews and tabloid news. We are live on this Saturday, June the 27th, 2026. Hey, critics, it's time to chronicle. Up first, critics, we are coming back to you, this time with another update as it pertains to radio personality and former Rap City host Big Tigger. Currently, of course, the host of the Big Tigger Morning Show. As a reminder, though, previous videos around this topic can be found on the channel if they are not linked in the show notes. Now, I promised that I was going to come back with an update on this topic, and here we are. Now, the alleged assault on Big Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown, was captured on Ring camera, according to reports, and the footage has now been released. What I want us to do is let's take a listen to what the scuffle sounds like, courtesy of TMZ.
There you go. Now we'll plug it back on. This is yours.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
I'm bleeding, so take a picture. No, take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
So they do play this video more than one time, and because y'all, this is not a channel where you can actually see it, I do want to just kind of describe it to you and let you know what I saw. So this time when I play it, because I wanted y'all to just hear it raw, I actually am going to do a little bit of narrating. So they look like, it's really, in my opinion, it's the black and white footage. So it's a little dark. It looks like the sun is on the side where, you can't see the best view. So with that being said, it does look like they are in whatever the basement that was described. You can see the two of them. It does look like she's unplugging something, and she has that computer or laptop, excuse me, to be specific, in her hand. Let's now keep going and let's navigate it more. So he tells her, "This is yours." She tells him to take a picture. He then bear hugs her, and he's on her, trying to, what it looks like, just kind of, I'm not sure why he's on her like that, if I'm being honest. Maybe he just wanted to get the laptop from her. I'm not sure. It don't sound like he wanted to get the laptop from her, but he basically just kind of bear hugged her, essentially. And then as a result of him bear hugging her, he wouldn't get off of her, even though she said, "Hey, get off of me." He didn't. There was, in my opinion, enough seconds in that beat for him to let her go, but he didn't let her go. And as a result of continuing to bear hug her, he did what appeared to me look like he was trying to take her out of the room. I don't know, maybe throw her out of the room so he could close the door and do whatever he wanted to do in the room after that. I don't know. But it gave the appearance that he was trying to pick her up and just sort of either place her outside of the door, and then close the door so he could be in there by himself. There's no real telling of exactly what he was trying to do, but he did have her for a good amount of seconds. I'd say at least about 10 seconds or so in his reach, in the bear hug position. And unfortunately, when he tried to either sit her outside the door, something happened right there, and that's where she got that gash on her forehead. Well, it wasn't her forehead, excuse me. It was actually her eye. So over her eye, that's where she got the gash from. Now, according to TMZ, the ring footage is reportedly from May the 9th, where the former Rap City, host wife, Alicia, claims that he attacked her. In the video, you can hear Alicia saying, "Take a picture." And that's when it appears that Big Tigger approaches her from behind, bear hugging her. And there comes a point in the process that she's telling him to stop. TMZ said this. They said that in the approach, she was grabbed by the neck. I would not use that verbiage. I would not have said that specific language. I didn't see anything from the video that I thought was specific around him grabbing her neck, which is why I believe they're using the verbiage assault, battery, versus it being domestic violence, because the way the incident happened. So that's my, again, opinion. I'm not an expert when it comes to this. This is just my raw opinion, but I would not agree with TMZ when they said he grabbed her by the neck in the video footage that they released. Now, I don't know if they have if they know what's going on in a different video, because that might be different. If I'm being honest with you, when the video first begins, it does sound like there's some heaving going on when it comes to Big Tigger. Like he had just got done running some kind of a marathon and he was trying to like wind down so that he could catch his breath. Like that's what it sounded like to me. Now, she didn't sound like she was in any kind of I'm out of breath or anything like that when the video first begins, but Big Tigger sounds like he's basically out of breath at the beginning of the video. But again, I wouldn't agree with TMZ based off what I saw in terms of like grabbing by the neck, but that's what it says in their language that they use. Maybe they got a longer clip of the footage that can prove that, but again, I didn't see anything about the neck. I do want to though go back to the affidavit. Remember that she had as well on that May the 9th incident that happened at the couple's home. In the statement, remember that not Morgan, but Alicia said that he tackled her to the floor to retrieve his cell phone. And she went to their basement office to unplug a computer. So when I hear that she stated that after Morgan tackled her to the floor to retrieve his cell phone, she then went to the basement, that's why Big Tigger was huffing and puffing like that. It was because he had just, if this is true, tackled her upstairs, where in the previous room, wherever that was. So let me not say upstairs, but in the previous room before they got on the Ring camera in the basement, that he basically did a tackling sort of tactic up there as well so that he could get his cell phone. She then, of course, went to the basement to unplug a computer. That's where the footage picks up. It's where she's in the basement unplugging the computer. She successfully unplugs the computer, grabs the laptop, which is what looks like an Apple laptop to me. And right after then, that's when they started continuing on the conversation, and she wanted him to basically take a picture. She also said in that footage that she was bleeding. So when the footage first begins, she says, I'm bleeding, take a picture. Morgan allegedly then followed her, grabbed her arms, and then forcefully shoved her to the exit. Now, this is the part where they're still in the basement. So she's saying take a picture. He's following her around in a sense. And that's when there is a grab the arms before he bear hugs her. So he tries to like grab her arms. That doesn't work. And somehow they get into this movement of him having both his arms essentially around her in that bear hug position. Police then say, going back to the article, the force of the shove caused Morgan's wife to stumble headfirst into an office door. I'm going to say this. When I saw the footage, it looks like the bear hug was a continuous thing from most of the room. So once he bear hugged her, that position didn't necessarily stop. It was almost kind of like he was trying to pick her up, yes, and put her out of the door. And when he was getting ready to put her out of the door, that's when she suffered that deep laceration. And you can hear her on the footage screaming. And everything on the footage sounds very normal. Nothing sounds like it's for play. Nothing sounds like I'm acting it out or any of those things. But that's when she got that deep laceration above her left eye that required the numerous stitches and left that visible disfigurement a month later. So again, that disfiguration, or should I say the laceration that she has over her left eye, there is still, according to this report, or was still a visible disfigurement a month later. So if the event happened May the 9th, June the 9th, you could still tell that she had that particular laceration. Going back to the affidavit, Morgan then drove his wife to an urgent care facility in Dunwoody, claiming that she had tripped and fallen. So he did take her to the hospital to get her wounds taken care of. However, when they were there, instead of him talking about what happened on the Ring camera, which is what we saw, he said that she tripped and fell. Now, if he's saying that particular moment that she tripped and fell, we saw on the video that was not the case. You had her in a bear hug and you was trying to either like take her out the door. We don't know what you was trying to do, but as a result of you trying to do whatever you was trying to do, take her out the door, unfortunately, that's when she suffered the laceration. However, I will say, and again, not taking up, but now I know why the language is the way it is. It's because of the way the incident happened. It's not like he socked her, he hit her, right? I think that there's certain moves, and I'm not making an excuse for anything, but there's certain moves that we say when there's any sort of a physical interaction or altercation that we use when we didn't necessarily punch them, or if we're trying to restrain somebody, for example, or if instead of, hitting someone directly, maybe you just was trying to, push them or brush them out of the way kind of thing, right? So I think depending on the way the hit happens or the way the injury occurs or the way you did the action as you were in your physical altercation, that's what we're doing here. We're literally going by like, no, he didn't physically like hit her, but as a result of his physical interaction with her, she does have that laceration over her eye, according to the video and according to the affidavit. Going back to the affidavit, the medical staff then contacted police due to the severity of the head injury and because Morgan's wife refused to speak. As a reminder, if I didn't say it in this video, the last name of Big Tigger is actually Morgan. So that's the reason why I'm using Morgan in this video. The wife was not even the person who gave him up in terms of saying, hey, this is what happened. And my question is, would she have said anything if they wouldn't have put the report out there? If the police wouldn't have said, listen, we don't believe you based off what happened. We don't care what you say or don't say. We're going to actually open up an investigation. She was later, of course, transported to Grady Memorial Hospital for further treatment. So even after going to the urgent care, it was so bad that they then had to transport her to a medical hospital for further treatment. And again, this is where it was said that she just tripped and fell, but we see as a result of the video that there was not a trip and fall, that there was actually a laceration over her eye as a result of the physical interaction between her and Big Tigger. Now, when asked by investigators why she did not initially cooperate, as a reminder, on the night of the incident, she said that she didn't believe that nobody would accept her account because Big Tigger is a well-known celebrity. As a reminder, the misdemeanor child cruelty charge stems from the couple's 13-year-old son being upstairs. Still no basic details have kind of come out as it pertains to exactly what that looked like with the 13-year-old son being upstairs. Was he in his room and then he didn't hear anything, not hear anything, and he didn't come out to see what happened? Was there a point that he actually came out of his room in order to see what happened in the incident or even check on his mom, etc.? So with that being said, that is what TMZ has done. They've basically released this Ring footage camera footage that they've gotten a hold of. It's a brief clip. It's not very long at all. That just kind of showcases that interaction in the basement. It is black and white. I thought we was in color now. Like, it's in black and white. It's a little dark, but again, my thing with the TMZ article is that it said that he had his hand around her neck. And I didn't see that in the video. So y'all feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see that. And I'm guessing that, again, that they're using the language is because there wasn't like he necessarily hit her, but he just bear hugged her. Again, in my opinion, he had plenty of time to, when she said stop, to basically let her go. But unfortunately, it sounded like, it looked like, you can tell that he didn't do that at the time. And so it has resulted in this. Some may consider this to be like a series of, just an unfortunate situation, and it just kind of, turned out like this. But again, my question still would be, did things like this happen all the time? And this is where it was taken too far. And it was all as a result of her and him being upstairs or not in the basement. I don't know where they was. They were not in the basement initially, and her getting that phone from him. And when she got that phone, baby, that just kind of set everything off. So, yeah, if there is more that actually comes out as a result of this story, we will also be sure to share this. The only thing I can think of at this point in time that will come out is just additional information about the video. Again, he goes to court next month, so we'll hear more as it pertains to the story next month. I believe the date is July 13th. Don't quote me on that. But yes, he does have a court date as well, where more of this will actually come out as well. As a reminder, here at the Critic Chronicles, our goal is to provide quality but juicy content from websites, digital magazines, and tabloids, most of which are sourced from our public libraries. Research from the National Library of Medicine show that there are an estimated 17,000 public libraries nationwide, totaling 4 million visits each day. Public libraries are civic organizations that are committed to providing invaluable resources beyond books that are free and open to the public. Get your library card to access thousands of resources today. Thanks again, critics, for tuning in to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.